go-to rig at the moment on the first carp rod going out. I'm fishing an up and over rig with 4 ounces of lead and just straight ragworm on there, 2 O-hooks. Hi fishing friends. It was forecast very light sort of southwesterly winds, very light but straight in your face, sort of 9-10 miles an hour. So I brought the 2 carp rods with me. Thought I'd give those 2 a bit of an airing. I normally fish with 1, but I thought, well, we'll use 2 today as the weather's a lot calmer. See if we can't get a big fish on a carp rod. But despite the forecast, on the way down here I had thunder and lightning. Got to the beach, got up to the top of the bank, and there's a very strong northeasterly wind blowing really quite hard, and it's literally in the last 2 minutes it's just stopped completely. It's just died down completely, like it was never there. Very bizarre. It was like just like a bit of a squall going on. So I'm down and parked up at the Masonic. There's a very good reason for that, because it's free. So anyway, I'm down to give it a go. Baits today, we have some ragworm supplied by Weymouth Angling Centre, half a pound of rag. I've got some frozen sardines from Lidl's. I have a few prawns from Lidl's as well, and a little bit of squid, and that's it, I think. So what are we targeting? It'd be nice to get a cod. It would be nice to get a cod. Rays would be cool as well, and then, well, just whatever's out there really. We'll catch whatever, because at this time of year, as we all know, literally anything can turn up. So last vid was on Knoll Beach. Thank you very much if you tuned in and watched that. If you haven't, go and have a look. Thank you all for your comments and everything as usual on that video. Chap called Alan, who has a channel called Fishing AT. We've been commenting on each other's videos for a while now. And he put a comment on that video after my patatas bravas disaster. He put fish and chips next time, so yeah, we're going to do that today. I've checked, double checked and triple checked, and today I've brought my potatoes, so we're all good. We've got potatoes for chips. Whatever fish is whatever we catch really. Oh, fish on. There's a bite there on the carp rod. There we are, that's a lovely sized black bream. Look at that bad boy. That is a lovely fish. Really pleased with that. He's just lip hooked, straight out. Yeah. There we go. Okay, I've kept that bream. It might be bream fish and chips, or it might be something else. So, you can't have fish and chips without mushy peas, can you? You just can't do it. I have some peas here. These are just marrow fat peas, you know, like you buy in a box in the shop. I've had these soaking since yesterday. When you buy them, you normally get a little soaking tablet with them, which is basically just bicarb. Chuck that in as well, a bit of boiling water, leave them for like 16 to 24 hours, and you're good to go, ready to cook. So these obviously I've had soaking since yesterday. I've drained them off, brought them to the beach. And now I'm going to stick them in a mess pan. Bit of water, just enough to cover them really. And I brought along a bit of squid in my hand. Brought along just because it was grown in my garden. I got a lovely bit of fresh mint. So it's not essential to chuck this in. If you haven't got fresh mint and you want to put a bin in, you could just use a little tiny tip of a teaspoon of mint sauce. Just stick that in. Pea and mint goes together beautifully. You don't want too much in there because you don't want it overpowering the fish or anything like that, but it's just really nice with mushy peas. So anyway, chop your bit of mint up, stick that in as well. A bit of seasoning, bit of salt, pepper. And also in there, which is quite nice, just a little bit of sugar. Not too much, just a little bit. So the peas are on the go. We're just going to bring them up to the boil, turn them down to a nice gentle simmer, and then we'll just keep adding water if we need to, just to stop them from drying out. I think my rod's gone slack over here. Another bream, a bit smaller this time. I'll pop this one back. We quickly need to make our batter then for our fish. So good old plain flour I have in here. I'm going to pop some of that into a bowl. I'm not going to use all of it. I'm going to reserve some for coating the fish before it goes into the batter. So we'll keep that to one side. And I always like to throw a load of it down my arm as well, just for good luck. And next into the flour, we have a little bit of turmeric here. Totally optional this. No real flavour purpose at all. It just gives the batter a little nice sort of yellowy colours. Completely aesthetic really. Nice bit of seasoning, bit of salt and bit of pepper from our little magic seasoning tub going in there. We're going to make a yeast batter today. There's lots of different options with batter. So you can go with self-raising flour, you can use a mixture of plain flour and corn flour, along with baking powder, bicarb. You can do a beer batter. You could use plain flour with like sparkling water, make a nice thin, crispy tempura batter. Lots of different options. Yeast batter is quite good. Pop the yeast in there. There's a heck of a lot of yeast in there. I'm not going to use it all. Whenever you're using yeast, you always really need, ideally, a bit of sugar in with it as well, just to help activate the yeast and get it going. So we're going to put like just a teaspoon so of sugar in there as well. Then we're going to get our whisk. What we're going to do then is just add a bit of water, whisk it up to make a nice smooth batter. You don't want it really thin, you just want a nice thick double creamy type consistency. Okay, so this is just water in here then. Add our water to the flour mixture. Now then, hopefully you can see that's a really nice smooth batter. Lovely sort of coating consistency. What I'm doing now is pop that into a bag so no nasties can get in it. Just leave that to one side for the magic to happen. Just had a lovely bite on the left hand rod there. Let's see if it goes again. There it goes. biting the right hand rod as well. That looks a bit breamy. Yeah, he's there. Oh yes, that's a nice weight. Another bream. Okay, hope you can see that, beautifully lip hooked, popping straight back. Come on buddy, gone. Potato varieties for chips, I wouldn't overthink it too much. Nice powdery potato really you want. Nothing too waxy because they tend to go a little stodgy. Maris Pipers, King Edwards, Wilgers, I guess, anything like that really. These I believe are King Edwards. These actually self-seeded in my garden from last year. I can't remember what I planted now. And you cut them too skinny, they tend to break up a little bit when you're cooking them, can be a bit of a pain. I just like to go medium size really. Nothing too chunky, nothing too skinny either. So that's what we're going to do. I've just sort of gone medium size really. Not too big, not too small. Now then, tartare sauce. We got our mushy peas. You've got to have tartare sauce with fish and chips as well. So I've got a little tub of mayonnaise here. Even if you use shop-bought mayonnaise, making your own tartare sauce is so simple, and it's so much better than any shop-bought stuff. Shop-bought stuff tends to be like mayo with just little tiny green flecks in it. I like my tartare sauce to be more like garnish held together with a little bit of mayonnaise. So I'll show you what I got here. So what we have here then is some capers and gherkins and a bit of parsley all chopped up. Don't be shy with it, plenty of it. And I've got a little bit of shallot there as well, sorry. So it's not actually shallot, it's a little tiny onion from my dad's garden. But there we are, little bit of onion, capers, gherkins, and some freshly chopped parsley. We'll pop all that in first. We'll get all that in there. And I've got a little tiny lemon here. We're also going to squeeze in some lemon juice. Give that a little jiggle around. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh yeah. Gonna get our bag of flour now from earlier. Season everything, bit of seasoning on there. Pop them in our bag. Give them a really good jiggle around. Okay, so once all your potatoes start to float, then you know you're ready. You can fish them out. Wow, look at all those bubbles in there. See how nice and fluffy and light that is? You can see that. Let's take our fish. And don't drop it all straight in. Let it start off first. If you just drop it in, it'll stick to the bottom. So just hold it. Okay. Fish looks done. This lovely crispy batter. Look at that. Oh yeah. Just going to quickly warm the peas back up. Tiny bit of water in with them. Very nice and hot. Don't forget, everyone, a dollop of our beautiful tartar sauce on the side. I think already this is probably one of my favourite cook-ups we've had on Chesil Beach, you know. God damn it, just what the doctor ordered. I'll just break this open. I don't know if you can hear that. Inside. A helicopter's going to land on me in a minute. Jesus Christ. That was an osprey. Nice one, YouTube. Back in this situation again. It's one of these a chuck now, so yeah. I can see me jacking this in very soon. It's just every single cast now. Every cast. I'm not even joking, it's literally one after another. Look at the mess on that. Thank you very much for joining me. Obviously I'm drawing this to an end now. It's just, there must be little conger eels like piranhas out there. Every time you cast out, if you don't bring one in, then all your bait's just been completely trashed and the line twisted up. It must literally be like piranhas. So sorry about that. I've tried fishing through it and not succeeded. At least we had 3 bream altogether. One was a good size. We kept him. Had half of it with our chips, mushy peas, tartar sauce, all battered up for dinner. Hope you enjoyed that. So yeah, thank you very much everyone. As always, I really do appreciate everyone. Hit like, hit subscribe. You'll see more of this next time. I'll be somewhere different, cooking something different, and I can't wait to see you there. Cheers everyone, take care, bye bye.